Number 3, find all points of intersection of the following two polynomials. Find all points of intersection of the following two polynomials. So the first thing I have to do, if you forgot, when we're finding the points of intersection, is to make sure that both polynomials are in standard form. Q is already in standard form, x minus 4, but P is not. So I have to convert P to standard form by using the box method. So x plus 2 and x minus 4. So if I quickly multiply that out, okay, x times x is going to be x squared. 2 times x is going to be 2x. Negative 4 times x is going to be negative 4x. And negative 4 times 2 is going to be negative 8. So if I put that together, that's going to be x squared. Negative 4x and positive 2x is a negative 2x. And then minus 8. So I converted P to standard form. Q is already in standard form. So now I can go ahead and set them equal to each other. So x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals x minus 4. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract. I'm not going to subtract 4. I'm going to subtract x from both sides in order to make this go away. And I'm also going to add 4 to both sides in order to make that go away. That will make the right-hand side equal 0. So I'll end up with x squared. Negative 2 and negative 1x becomes negative 3x. And negative 8 and positive 4 becomes negative 4. So I end up with x squared minus 3x minus 4 equals 0. So I can solve that by either using the quadratic formula or I can factor. I think it's easier to factor this one because all I need to do is I need to look for two numbers that add up to negative 3 and multiply to negative 4. So what are two numbers that when I add them, I get negative 3, and when I multiply them, when I multiply those same two numbers, I get negative 4. And the answer is negative 4 and positive 1, right? Because negative 4 plus 1 is equal to negative 3. Negative 4 times 1 is equal to negative 4. So those are my two numbers. So that means that my two factors are going to be x minus 4 and x plus 1, and that is set equal to 0. So now I can find my x values by setting each factor equal to 0. So in this case, x is going to be equal to positive 4, and in this case, x is going to be equal to negative 1. So I have my two x values. Now I need to find my two y values. So to do that, I'm going to pick one of the two original polynomials. I'm going to choose the second one. So I'm going to choose x minus 4. And I'm going to plug in my two x values. So my two x values were 4 and negative 1. So I have 4 minus 4 and negative 1 minus 4. So 4 minus 4 is 0, which means my first intersection point is going to be 4, 0, x equals 4, y equals 0. And negative 1 minus 4 is negative 5, which means my second intersection point is going to be negative 1, negative 5. So these are my two intersection points of the two polynomials.